You say you got pretty close to some bears, and I love this particular photo. It's like probably the closest up photo I've seen of a bear.
Yeah, I've cropped that in some, but I was max 50 feet from that guy. I was out of my vehicle, crouched down low to get a good low shot, and he was eating the grass, dandelions and so on, and munching away. You know, people can say what they want. I think I'm really pretty careful, pretty respectful, and I'm watching very closely. And you can see he's got his eye on me. I'm
Yeah,
not crowding him. I'm not, going closer and closer and pushing him. Kept my distance back. And you watch their face, watch their ears, and if they're getting distressed, generally they'll give you a sign about it. They'll
yeah,
indicate. You'll get that indication that they're distressed and not happy. And then it's best then you don't want to put them in that spot. And if they get there, you better back off.
yeah, yeah. Very rarely are they just going to lash out. You're going to have some type of warning before that happens.
Typically, you will, yeah. They'll throw their head back and forth. Their ears will go back some. They'll give you signs.
Now, how's their behavior differ from black bears?
That's a really good question. This particular black bear she was quite content. She had two cubs with her. Again, I'm not threatening them. I'm shooting off the highway actually, and they're just having fun browsing in their dandelions. Um, they're depending on the bears and where you're at, they can be more timid. Um, Park grizzly bears aren't particularly timid. Like 122 down at Banff, split lip, they'll hang around for lots of photos. Uh,
Used to it.
they're used to it, right? You get a bear in a real wild bear, that's probably a different story. Uh, they're going to be a bit more timid and move on. I was uh, several years ago was on a bear photography trip, and we saw 10 bears in 2 days. And I don't know if you've got them there. I think I sent you the sow and three cubs.
Yeah, I have them up there. I
And
just
and that trip, we were up the Holmes River, the Beaver River in McBride, looking for bears, and found a couple grizzlies. And you know what? What a difference between them and the park bear. They
yeah.
spotted us, and they were gone. They're much more difficult to get good images. They're pretty leery of people and vehicles and so on.
I've heard that, and not like being a wildlife expert myself by any stretch, but that the black bears are kind of more skittish, more scavengery, less likely to be confrontational, and then the brown, like the grizzlies, they just don't care. They're the yeah,
They're the king. They're the king animal in the bush, really in the food chain in our part of the world. And black bears, yeah, they'll be more, you know, I guess you could say scavengers. They're just a different demeanor.
mhm,
Let's face it, it's not uncommon, unheard of for a grizzly bear to eat a black bear, especially the cubs.
right.
So you can tell who's king of the food chain.